Gil, let's get things underway. Please introduce our first roaster of the evening.
First up is a man who is very pro-choice, but mostly because he'd like to abort his decision to do this podcast. Please welcome Chris Regan.
Hey. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll dive right into this. Very, very exciting. Of course, we mentioned earlier, Ivana Trump died the other week. She is the woman who gave Donald Trump the nickname The Donald. So, another creative voice silenced. And at her funeral in New York, her children Don Jr., Eric, and Ivanka spoke on their cell phones during the service. And there were many tears at Ivana Trump's burial, of course, mostly because Eric wasn't allowed to drive the golf cart. The burial of Ivana, of course, was private, just the kids and the official from the EPA, because they have to oversee any burial of trash. The Trumps were so overwhelmed by grief that no one noticed Barron breaking free of his moorings in Godzilla stomping Newark. Children are off limits. And they finally released the pictures. Did you see the burial plot? A very, very well kept bit of lawn. Usually when Trump encounters that many bald patches, he reaches for a can of Aquanet. Trump, of course, at the golf course is hosting a Saudi Arabian-sponsored golf tournament, which is scary because normally when a Saudi slices, a journalist winds up wrapped in plastic. Supposedly he's getting the golf course registered as a cemetery to avoid taxes. When Merrick Garland heard about this shady deal, he was heard to say, who's Trump again? And, of course, the guy who beat Trump, if you believe that, President Biden, he has rebound COVID, but with every terrible conflict that has faced his presidency, he's going to fix it by telling his immune system to vote and ask it for $20. But honestly, I think he's hiding out until his new eye job sets. I tell you, if our president gets any more work done, Trump is going to fuck him. But I think we're okay. While he's sick, he's going to hand the nuclear codes over to Vice President Kamala Harris once someone introduces him. And also on the local level, Dr. Oz is trailing John Fetterman for the Senate by 12 points. Which is good because if there's another drawn-out recount in Pennsylvania, Oz is going to have to find a place to stay. And Nancy Pelosi, she made it to Taiwan today. The locals refer to her derisively as Round Eye, which weirdly is what we call her here. It's another cosmetic surgery joke in this set. But this is a personal joke. Republicans killed the PACT Act, which would have provided health benefits to combat veterans. And I tell you, I have not seen Jon Stewart that furious since I worked for him and asked to join the Writers Guild. I guess some people are more entitled to health benefits than others. I see that a January 6th insurrectionist, Gary Reffitt, has been sentenced to 7 years. I guess he broke a mirror, but hopefully he'll get a new pair of sunglasses. You see, he's white trash, you see. He's a member of the Texas far-right group, the Three Percenters, and if you've seen them, you know they aren't named after their favorite milk. Prosecutors wanted 15 years, but the judge gave him 7, which for Trump supporters is a term known as high school. And finally, torn from the headlines tonight, after some of the primaries, Kansas voters have overwhelmingly voted to preserve abortion rights in the state. It's a move hailed by both pro-choice activists and by fetuses who really didn't wind up in Kansas. And that's my time.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
A bipartisan roast set. Nicely done.
Back and forth. You know, there's a big country. Everybody wants to laugh.